Hi everyone, this is Dr. Frederick Mwamba and I'm going to present to you about phytostem cell. Before we discuss about phytostem cell, which is the stem cell from plants, let me first of all describe a little bit on what is stem cell. Stem cells are undifferentiated cells which can specialize into specific and specialized cell. Undifferentiated cells which can specialize into specific and specialized cell. There are two types of stem cells: embryonic stem cells and adult stem cells. Embryonic stem cells comes from the word embryo. This is an embryo from a womb of a woman, and in that embryo it will specialize into specific and specialized cells of the heart, specific and specialized cells of the brain, specific and specialized cells of the bones, specific and specialized cells of the nervous system, specific and specialized cells of the whole body, and where we have a fetus in the womb, in the uterus. But also we have adult stem cells. The adult stem cells, these are cells in which they die and new ones are formed in human bodies. The human body, after birth, the cells have lifespan. Each cells of a specific organ, specific tissues, they have lifespan. So when it reaches to the time, they die and new cells are formed. That is due to adult stem cells. So these stem cells can also be used to cure. For example, embryonic stem cells can be implanted to the one who is sick, the one in which the cell damage has occurred in his body. For example, paralyzed individuals or anyone with a fertility problem. When this embryonic stem cell is implanted to them, they will rejuvenate, they will create new cells and get rid of the damaged cells, and you find that this person is got healed. But the technology is very expensive. The technology is more than 100,000 to 200,000 USD. It's very expensive. So Dr. Fred Zulli and Dr. Jonathan Hall, Fred Zulli from Switzerland and Jonathan Hall from America, together with Mibele Biochemistry in Switzerland, they came up with phytocell technology. What is phytocell technology? Phytocell technology, this is stem cell from plants. They extracted stem cell from apple and stem cell from grapes. The stem cell from apple, that is Malus domestica, scientific name, and stem cell from grapes, that is Solavitis, the scientific name. Together, they have a product with two stem cell, and they call it double stem cell. So the double stem cell, they also added antioxidants like acai berries and blueberries. So we have double stem cell. But also we have crystal cell. So what is crystal cell? Crystal cell is simple, the double stem cell, but added phytoin and phytofluin. And phytoin and phytofluin, these are carotenoids from tomato. They help the ultraviolet light to penetrate on the skin and do the skin damage and causing cancer. So they protect the skin from the skin cells from being damaged. So the phytoin and phytofluin, they were added into double stem cell. There we come with a product called crystal cell. So crystal cell and double stem cell, they all work together. They can work. They can give the same results. But in double stem cell, it also causes the light skin and also prevent the ultraviolet light to penetrate on the skin. So what are the benefits of double stem cell and crystal cell? The benefit of the double stem cell and crystal cell is in any condition in which there is cell damage, these double stem cell and crystal cell are going to be a good help. And how can they help? They just do cell rejuvenation. They replace damaged cells with new cells. So this one can be given to patient with stroke. When this patient having stroke, they take double stem cell or they take crystal cell. It will rejuvenate the brain cell. Stem cell will also rejuvenate the brain cell, the nerve cells, the blood arteries. So this one, you find that in a month, this patient who is having stroke will be able to stand up, to walk, to talk, and do all the activities. Whereby if you're not going to give Cell or double stem cell, there will be a healing process to this kind of patient, but it will take too long. It will take too long. But with Cell and double stem cell, the miracle can just happen in a month. Miracle can just happen in a month. We suggest that the Cell and double stem cell should be taken with a minimum of 3 months. In a minimum of 3 months. There are challenges like diabetic mellitus, especially type 2, in which the cells are not responding to the insulin. The cells are not responding to insulin. There are so many complications which arise from diabetic mellitus, whereby the blood supply, when they are constricted, when the blood arteries are constricted, it means that there will be no flow of blood to the distal part of the body, the farthest part of the body, like legs. So there will be no blood supply. So when this patient gets a wound, that wound is not going to heal because the blood is not going to the surrounding that place. And also, sometimes the patient might feel something like numbness due to damage of nerves. So when this patient takes Cell or double stem cell, the stem cell will go to rejuvenate the blood capillaries, the arteries and veins, so there will be a flow of blood to the surrounding wound. Then the wound will heal. So this one is also help the patient who are having diabetic foot gangrene. So when this patient also takes Cell or double stem cell, this one will also help in diabetic retinopathy. Also, we're going to help when the patient is having impotency, and erectile dysfunction. So this patient is going to get good help from this Cell and double stem cell. There are some other conditions like fractures, damage of the bones, and in which, for example, the vertebral column, where the intravertebral disc has a tear and wear. So you find that this stem cell is going to rejuvenate all the cells around the spinal cord, and the patient will be able to stand again and to do all the activities without pain. But also there are some other conditions of infertility. Stem cell is very good to this kind of patient. Patient is good to tumors like fibroids, lipomas, and other tumors, other swellings. So it's just going to do the cell rejuvenation, get rid of the damaged cells while the new cells are being formed. The other conditions which the patient might be having, which need the stem cell, is the skin and skin damage, eczemas, and all the conditions which caused damage to the skin. So when this patient takes Cell or double stem cell, they're going to really manage this kind of cases. But it also work well with this patient having they're having BPH, benign prostate hypertrophy. It also work well. No need of surgery. No need of surgery with this patient of BPH. But also, stem cell can rejuvenate the brain cells for this patient who has come to the condition, who are having the condition like eczemas. It will rejuvenate all the brain cells, and the patient will be okay to this kind of patient. There are so many conditions which is due to cell damage. Cell and double stem cell, they work much better. So I welcome you to Phytoscience. Phytoscience is the company which distributes this Cell and double stem cell. Phytoscience is in Malaysia. It started 2012, but here in Tanzania we started 2017. So from there, 2017 till now, we got a lot of testimony, a lot of cases with paralysis, patient with stroke who are now okay, patient with cancers who are now okay. So many testimonies here in Tanzania, and so many people are being helped by this technology, the Phytocell technology, double stem cell and Cell. You know what? How it works? The mechanism of action is called nanotechnology. What is nanotechnology? Nanotechnology is manipulation of a cell to produce new structure. So this is what is done. So this Phytocell technology, the sachets of Cell and double stem cell, they go to manipulate your cells to produce new cells, new normal cells. So this is how they work. Welcome to Phytoscience. Welcome and use crystal cell and double stem cell. Even if you are not having any challenges, any health condition which lead due to cell damage, you can also use stem cell, because at our age, at this adult age, we are prone to get so many conditions like benign prostate hypertrophy, hypertension, diabetes. So if you take crystal cell, it means you will be rejuvenating your body cells, and it will take back for almost 3, 4, 5 years back. So it means that you will not get, you will not be in a position, you will not be in high chances of getting these conditions like stroke, hypertension, diabetics, and all the conditions which may be due to cell damage. Welcome. Karibuni.